Hey, welcome to the DM and Friends. I'm DM Angelo, and today I'm going to talk about three classic monsters from old school D&D that can absolutely wreck a low-level party. Um, I'm looking at these monsters, AD&D monsters, and what makes them deadly, how DMs use them, and how players can survive them. All right, well, I guess I'll get right to it. So my first monster is the Ghoul, classic AD&D monster. Just undead that feast on flesh, and what makes these guys super nasty is their paralysis attack, and they have 3 attacks. You know, um, uh, you have to save against that, which that's not easy for a first level party. Um, it could easily snowball and parties can drop, and I've seen it happen. Unless you're a party of elves. A cleric's turning ability, is crucial in this point. But first level cleric, looking at my DM screen, cleric's turning ability first level is a 16, which is pretty stiff for first level cleric. So yeah, these these guys are uncommon creatures, but one thing that how I use them, I feel that they're ambushers. They're they're not just going to be, you're not just going to walk in a room and there's a ghoul. They're going to try to ambush you. And you know, um, you can for a DM, you can really work these guys up. Add the environment as flavor, the horror aspect and flavor, and tension could really build these guys up. Um, Scratching sounds and certain aspects like that. They're great monster for putting out low level parties. Survival tips for a player, for the players, stay together and put the cleric in the front. Holy water works against them for sure. Missile weapons if you can, and retreat. Retreat is an option. Retreat is always an option. That's one thing you got to remember. Play wisely, and you can retreat if you need to. All right, my second monster is something that people don't see quite a bit of. I love this creature, and this is from I didn't hold up the book last time, but this is from the Fiend Folio. The Meazel. Meazel is nasty, and I've for these guys, their main thing is isolation. They love to separate the party and pick off the party one by one. And being at their 4 hit die, they got 2 claw attacks, and if both claw attacks hit, they wrap a cord around your neck and strangle you within two rounds. They're the masters at hit and run tactics, in shadows, just nasty creatures. I think these are perfect creatures for teaching your players to think tactically, and DM, just use your environment, dim lights, tight corridors, caves. They definitely have an appetite. So for players, your survival tips for these is torches, oil, and teamwork. Don't chase it in solo. It wants you separated. There's one quick story. There's a module, an adventure out there called Pop Goes the Meazel. It's written by Todd Hughes. You can find it on Dragonfoot. I'll put it in the show notes and link to it. Great little adventure. HM4 goes by. I've used it a couple times, and one of my most memorable times was I ran a game for this acting troupe back in the day. God, it had to have been, and that's before COVID, way before COVID. They asked me to run a game for them, and there's a couple of the guys and gals in there that had played in the 80s and we just wanted to relive that. And so I started the game out. I was like, okay, I'll run this. This will be fun. And it's got some investigation. It's got a big baddie at the end. It's a lot of they're actors, so a lot of opportunity to just act and talk amongst the NPCs and do some investigation. So it was perfect. So I rolled up the characters for them, and everybody, we started this adventure out. And when we got to the point, I don't want to do any spoilers here, but when we got to the point where they were in a dungeon or underground, spoiler, I guess, they panicked. This creature started messing with them, and they panicked. They split apart, and all hell broke loose, and picked everybody off one by one. And it was amazing. It was an amazing game, and everybody died gloriously. And it was. These guys are the masters at hiding and sneak attacks and just getting you alone. Anyways, on to my third and final monster. Another classic, which please do not overlook, is the classic zombie. The thing about the zombie is the Relentless. They are not affected by morale. Unstoppable. And the fact that they have 2 hit die, and it makes them tough. I think the average for 2 hit die is around 8 hit points. So one sword attack is not going to necessarily finish them off. One bow, one arrow. So multiple hits to take these down, and they are attacking the players with the THAC0 of, I think these guys were also at a 2. Yeah, they're going to be hitting an AC 0 at a 16, which is a significant edge over first level party. What makes them tough is they come out in droves, and think of Hommlet, the burial crypts in the Moathouse for Village of Hommlet. That burial crypt has got 12 zombies in it, and so a party of 6 characters, a first or second level, man, that is a tough fight. My campaign that is going on right now, Hommlet Dark. Last year, I think the players went into Village of Hommlet, and they went into the Moathouse to do some stuff there, and they came into this room, and they all backed off and set a choke point at the passageway and just started lobbing oil. And I think actually there was a barrel oil, and they lit it and just blasted the whole room and took the zombies out. Very smart. Why go in there and try to kill 12 zombies? It would have been disastrous. So, for DMs, for a tip for these guys is, it's numbers. It's also give those guys a sense of dread. Use darkness, narrow halls, multiple waves, things like that. Describe the zombies as they're coming, and the limbs, and the half rotten bodies, and et cetera, et cetera. And so in players, keep your formation, conserve your spells, watch your flanks, fire and oil are your best friends, and by all means keep calm and kill the zombies. So anyways, that's my small list of creatures that I feel are underestimated and we can just really put a hurt into low level parties. So yeah, which monsters have wiped out your low level party? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear everybody's stories. Um, you know, it's definitely fun stuff. All right. Well, I'm DM Angelo, and remember to treat each other kindly and just have a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it.